Each everyone. Have you ever faced a moment where everything seemed to be working against you? Where the weight of challenges, setbacks, and self-doubt felt so heavy, it seemed easier to just stop, to give in, to stay where you are. I know that feeling. We all do. But let me tell you something powerful. The most important decision you'll ever make in those moments is not to stop, not to settle, but to keep moving forward. Today, we're going to explore why forward motion, no matter how slow, no matter how hard, is the key to overcoming obstacles, transforming your life, and reaching heights you never thought possible. Here's strategies to help you live the life you always knew and had dreamed of being. So, are you ready to unlock the power within you and take the next step toward the life you deserve? Let's begin. Perfection is a concept many of us chase, but few ever achieve. The allure of getting everything just right, of making no mistakes, and of flawlessly navigating life's challenges is compelling. It promises safety, approval, and success. But here's the reality. Perfection is a myth, a moving target that keeps us stuck in hesitation and self-doubt. What we need to embrace instead is resilience, the ability to adapt, recover, and grow through challenges. Resilience is not only more attainable, but also far more powerful than the illusion of perfection. To understand the importance of resilience, consider this. Life is unpredictable. Even the best laid plans can unravel in ways we couldn't foresee. No matter how much we prepare, study, or practice, we cannot eliminate uncertainty. In our pursuit of perfection, we often hesitate to act because we fear making mistakes. We convince ourselves that if we can't do something perfectly, it's better not to do it at all. But what this mindset actually does is paralyze us, leaving us trapped in inaction and robbing us of growth opportunities. Resilience, on the other hand, shifts the focus from outcomes to effort. It's not about avoiding failure, but about navigating through it. When we embrace resilience, we allow ourselves the grace to stumble and the strength to rise again. Mistakes are no longer enemies to fear, but teachers to learn from. Each misstep becomes a stepping stone that takes us closer to where we want to be. Think about how many great achievements in history came from those who embraced resilience. Thomas Edison famously failed thousands of times before inventing the light bulb. When asked about his repeated failures, he responded, "I have not failed. I've just found 1,000 ways that won't work." Edison wasn't chasing perfection. He was committed to progress. Each failure brought him closer to success because he had the resilience to keep going. Resilience also teaches us something essential. It's okay to be human. In our quest for perfection, we often forget that imperfection is part of our nature. Mistakes, flaws, and setbacks are not signs of weakness. They are evidence of effort, of trying, of striving for something meaningful. When we allow ourselves to embrace this truth, we experience freedom. Freedom from the fear of judgment. Freedom from the unrealistic expectations we impose on ourselves. And freedom to grow into the best version of who we are rather than the impossible ideal of who we think we should be. Another critical aspect of resilience is its role in building confidence. Confidence doesn't come from always getting things right. It comes from knowing that no matter what happens, you have the ability to handle it. Each time you face a challenge and come out stronger, your confidence grows. You prove to yourself that you're capable, adaptable, and resourceful. Perfection doesn't build confidence, resilience does. Resilience also helps us build deeper, more authentic connections with others. When we stop pretending to have it all together, we create space for vulnerability. And vulnerability is the foundation of trust and empathy. By sharing our struggles and showing how we've overcome them, we inspire others to do the same. We create a ripple effect of courage and connection that makes us stronger as individuals and as a community. It's important to acknowledge that embracing resilience doesn't mean settling for mediocrity. It doesn't mean abandoning high standards or ceasing to strive for excellence. What it does mean is letting go of the idea that we must be flawless to be worthy, successful, or loved. It means recognizing that the path to excellence is often messy, filled with detours and challenges that shape us into who we're meant to become. To cultivate resilience, we must start by changing the way we think about failure. Instead of seeing it as the end of the road, we need to view it as a necessary part of the journey. Failure is feedback. It's a chance to recalibrate, to learn, and to grow. When we stop fearing failure, we free ourselves to take risks, to dream big, and to pursue our goals with courage and determination. We also need to practice self-compassion. When things don't go as planned, it's easy to fall into a spiral of self-criticism. But beating ourselves up doesn't make us stronger. It makes us hesitant and fearful. Instead, we must treat ourselves with the same kindness and understanding we would offer a friend. Self-compassion fuels resilience by reminding us that it's okay to struggle and that we're worthy even in our imperfection. In the end, resilience is about choosing progress over perfection, effort over fear, and growth over comfort. It's about getting back up when life knocks us down and continuing to move forward, one step at a time. When we embrace resilience, we unlock the strength to overcome obstacles, the courage to pursue our dreams, and the wisdom to see challenges as opportunities for growth. So let go of the need to be perfect. Embrace the messy, imperfect, beautiful process of becoming. And remember, the measure of your success isn't how flawlessly you perform, but how resiliently you rise. Setbacks are an inevitable part of life. No matter how carefully you plan, how hard you work, or how much you prepare, there will be moments when things don't go as expected. Goals will slip out of reach, mistakes will be made, and failures will sting. But setbacks are not the end of the story. They are in fact powerful opportunities to grow, to adapt, and to come back stronger. The key lies in learning how to leverage setbacks as stepping stones toward greater success. When we encounter setbacks, the immediate reaction is often frustration or defeat. It's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that failure means the dream is over, that all effort has been wasted. But this couldn't be further from the truth. Setbacks are not roadblocks. They are lessons. They show us what doesn't work, where our weaknesses lie, and how we can improve. They force us to reassess and recalibrate. In doing so, they often lead us to solutions and opportunities we might never have discovered otherwise. Take, for example, the story of Walt Disney. Before building one of the most iconic entertainment empires in history, Disney faced repeated failures. He was fired from a newspaper job for lacking creativity, and his first animation studio went bankrupt. Many would have stopped there, defeated by the weight of these setbacks. But Disney didn't stop. He used each failure as a stepping stone, learning from his mistakes and refining his vision. Today, his name is synonymous with creativity and success, proving that setbacks can be the foundation of greatness. What separates those who leverage setbacks from those who are defeated by them is perspective. Setbacks, when viewed through the right lens, are not failures, but feedback. They provide valuable information about what needs to change, what strategies aren't effective, and where adjustments are necessary. Instead of seeing a setback as a signal to give up, we can choose to see it as a detour, an alternate route that may lead us to something even better than we originally planned. Resilience plays a critical role in this process. Setbacks test our determination and reveal our capacity to persevere. They teach us to keep going, even when the path ahead feels uncertain. With each setback we overcome, we build resilience, which becomes a powerful tool for navigating future challenges. The ability to bounce back after failure is what allows us to continue growing and moving forward no matter what obstacles arise. One of the most powerful ways to leverage setbacks is by reframing them. Instead of focusing on what went wrong, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Shifting your mindset from frustration to curiosity opens the door to growth. Each setback contains a lesson, but it's up to you to find it. Maybe a failed project teaches you better time management. Maybe a lost opportunity reveals a skill you need to develop. These lessons become stepping stones, guiding you toward improvement and eventual success. Another way to leverage setbacks is by using them to build emotional strength. Setbacks often bring feelings of disappointment, embarrassment, or even shame. But facing and overcoming these emotions helps us develop emotional resilience. It's through these moments of struggle that we learn how to manage stress, stay focused, and maintain a positive outlook, even in the face of adversity. The emotional fortitude we gain from setbacks doesn't just help us in the moment, it prepares us to handle future challenges with confidence and composure. Setbacks also push us out of our comfort zones. When things don't go as planned, we are forced to think differently, try new approaches, and explore unfamiliar territory. This can be uncomfortable, but it's also where growth happens. By embracing the discomfort that comes with setbacks, we open ourselves to innovation and creativity. Often, the breakthroughs that lead to success come from moments of failure that force us to see things from a new perspective. Expectation. It's important to recognize that setbacks are not a reflection of our worth or ability. They are simply part of the journey. Every successful person has faced setbacks, and the common thread among them is their ability to use those setbacks as fuel to keep going. They don't dwell on what went wrong, they focus on what's next. To leverage setbacks as stepping stones, take action, reflect on what happened, identify what you can learn, and then make a plan to move forward. Don't let fear or self-doubt hold you back. The only true failure is giving up. As long as you keep trying, keep learning, and keep adapting, every setback becomes another step closer to your goal. Ultimately, setbacks are not the opposite of success. They are an essential part of it. They shape us, strengthen us, and prepare us for the challenges ahead. When you embrace setbacks as opportunities for growth, you unlock a powerful mindset that turns obstacles into advantages. Remember, every great achievement is built on a foundation of lessons learned from failure. The next time you face a setback, don't see it as a sign to stop. See it as a stepping stone and step forward with confidence. In a world obsessed with results, it's easy to fixate on the destination. We set goals, imagine the moment of victory, and chase the outcome with everything we have. While having a clear vision is important, it's equally crucial to remember that the destination is not the only measure of success. In fact, true growth and fulfillment come from focusing on progress, the steady, day-by-day effort of becoming better than we were yesterday. This shift in perspective allows us to embrace the journey, appreciate the process, and build a foundation for lasting success and happiness. Progress, by its very nature, is incremental. It's the small, consistent steps that add up over time to create monumental change. However, in our pursuit of big goals, we often overlook these steps, dismissing them as insignificant or too slow. This mindset not only robs us of the joy of improvement, but also sets us up for frustration and burnout. When we focus solely on the end result, we tie our happiness and sense of accomplishment to a single moment in the future, overlooking the countless victories that happen along the way. Focusing on progress shifts this dynamic. It encourages us to celebrate every step forward, no matter how small. Did you learn a new skill today? That's progress. Did you stick to your routine even when it was hard? That's progress. Did you handle a situation better than you would have a year ago? That's progress. Each of these moments matters, and together they create the momentum that carries us toward our goals. This mindset also fosters resilience. By valuing progress over perfection, we give ourselves permission to make mistakes, knowing that every stumble is a step closer to success. Progress is also deeply connected to motivation. The human brain is wired to respond positively to small wins. Each time we make progress, we experience a sense of accomplishment that fuels our desire to keep going. This is why breaking down big goals into smaller, manageable milestones is so effective. It allows us to see tangible evidence of our efforts, which reinforces our belief in our ability to succeed. On the other hand, focusing solely on the end goal can make the journey feel overwhelming, leading to procrastination or giving up altogether. Another important aspect of focusing on progress is the ability to stay present. When we're overly fixated on the destination, we often miss the richness of the journey. We become so focused on what's next that we fail to appreciate what's now. But life isn't lived in the distant future, it's lived in the here and now. When we focus on progress, we ground ourselves in the present moment. We notice the growth, the learning, and the small joys that happen every day. This mindfulness not only enhances our experience, but also helps us maintain a healthier, more balanced perspective. Tim Fraser. Focusing on progress also encourages a growth mindset. The belief that abilities and intelligence can be developed through effort and perseverance. A growth mindset shifts our focus from, am I there yet, to how far have I come? This perspective fosters a sense of curiosity and a love for learning, making the process of self-improvement more enjoyable and sustainable. It reminds us that success is not a fixed point on a timeline, but a continuous journey of becoming. The benefits of focusing on progress are not limited to personal growth. They also apply to relationships, careers, and even health. In relationships, progress might mean better communication, deeper understanding, or more patience. In a career, it might mean learning new skills, taking on challenges, or building stronger connections. In health, it might mean making better choices, improving stamina, or cultivating a positive mindset. So in every area of life, progress represents movement, growth, and possibility. When we focus on the journey rather than the destination, we also cultivate gratitude. Instead of constantly striving for what's next, we learn to appreciate how far we've come. This sense of gratitude enhances our well-being and reminds us of the value of every step we've taken. It shifts our perspective from scarcity, what we lack, to abundance, what we have. Ultimately, focusing on progress over the destination empowers us to live more fulfilling lives. It allows us to embrace the process, find joy in the journey, and grow in ways we never imagined. It reminds us that success is not a single moment, but a series of steps, each one building on the last. So instead of asking, have I arrived? Ask yourself, am I moving forward? Because every step forward, no matter how small, is a step worth celebrating. Progress is the heartbeat of growth, the foundation of achievement, and the secret to a meaningful journey. When we focus on progress, we unlock the strength to keep going, the wisdom to appreciate the moment, and the courage to pursue our dreams with unwavering determination. Let the destination inspire you, but let the journey transform you. Vision is the cornerstone of achievement. It's the mental image of what we aspire to create, become, or accomplish. Without vision, we drift aimlessly, reacting to life instead of designing it. A compelling vision gives us direction, purpose, and the energy to push through challenges. But creating a vision isn't enough. It must be fueled consistently to keep it alive and powerful. A well-defined and well-nurtured vision can transform dreams into reality, turning ordinary lives into extraordinary legacies. Creating your vision begins with clarity. Too often, people live according to vague goals or adopt someone else's aspirations, leaving them unfulfilled. To create a meaningful vision, you must ask yourself the deeper questions. What truly matters to me? What kind of life do I want to build? What legacy do I want to leave? Answering these questions requires honesty and self-awareness. And your vision isn't about what others expect from you. It's about aligning your goals with your values and passions. Once you have clarity, your vision must be vivid and specific. A generic wish like, I want to be successful, lacks the power to inspire action. Instead, a clear vision paints a detailed picture of your desired future. Imagine what your life will look like when you achieve your goals. What will you see, hear, and feel? Visualize it in as much detail as possible. The more specific your vision, the stronger its pull on your emotions and actions. But creating the vision is only the first step. To make it a reality, you must fuel it daily. This begins with belief. You have to believe in your vision, even when no one else does. Self-doubt and external criticism are inevitable, but they cannot overpower a deep, unwavering belief in what you're working toward. Belief is what keeps you moving forward when the road gets tough. It's the force that transforms I wish into I will. Next, break your vision into actionable steps. A vision without action is just a dream. The gap between where you are and where you want to be can feel overwhelming, but breaking it down into smaller milestones makes it manageable. Each small step brings you closer to your ultimate goal, and each completed step builds confidence and momentum. Progress, no matter how small, fuels the fire of your vision. Fueling your vision also requires discipline and consistency. It's not enough to think about your goals once in a while. They must become a part of your daily life. This means setting priorities, managing your time effectively, and staying committed even when motivation wanes. Discipline is the bridge between intention and accomplishment. By showing up every day and doing the work, you breathe life into your vision. Another key to fueling your vision is surrounding yourself with the right influences. The people you associate with, the media you consume, and the environments you inhabit all play a role in shaping your mindset. Seek out mentors, peers, and communities that support and challenge you. Avoid toxic influences that drain your energy or sow doubt. Positive, like-minded individuals can inspire and uplift you, keeping your vision vibrant and your resolve strong. Visualization is a powerful tool for fueling your vision. Take time each day to mentally rehearse your goals as if they've already been achieved. Picture yourself living your ideal life, accomplishing your dreams, and overcoming challenges. This practice not only strengthens your belief, but also primes your brain to recognize opportunities and take the actions needed to make your vision a reality. Adapting your vision is also important. Life is unpredictable and circumstances change. Sometimes the path to your vision may require adjustments. Flexibility doesn't mean giving up on your dreams. It means staying open to new possibilities and finding better ways to achieve your goals. Be willing to evolve your vision as you grow and learn. Obstacles will inevitably arise, testing your commitment to your vision. When this happens, remind yourself of your why. Why did you create this vision? Why is it important to you? A strong why provides the emotional fuel needed to overcome setbacks. It gives you the strength to keep going, even when the journey feels difficult. Finally, celebrate your progress along the way. Recognize and appreciate the milestones you achieve, no matter how small. Celebrating progress not only reinforces your belief in your vision, but also makes the journey more enjoyable. Gratitude for the steps you've taken creates positive energy that propels you forward. Your vision is a living entity. It grows, evolves, and transforms as you do. By consistently fueling it with belief, action, discipline, and positivity, you turn it into a guiding light that shapes your decisions, actions, and ultimately your destiny. Remember, your vision is the blueprint for the life you want to create. It's not just about the end goal, it's about who you become in the process. When you create and fuel a powerful vision, you tap into the limitless potential within you, inspiring yourself and others to reach heights once thought impossible. Your vision is the seed. Your daily efforts are the water and sunlight. Nurture it relentlessly, and it will grow into something extraordinary. Fear is a universal emotion that every person encounters at some point. It's a natural response to uncertainty, risk, or the unknown, designed to protect us from harm. However, fear can also become a paralyzing force, holding us back from growth, opportunity, and the fulfillment of our potential. The antidote to this paralyzing fear is action. Taking decisive steps, no matter how small, transforms fear from an obstacle into a catalyst for change. Action cuts through the fog of doubt and builds the courage and confidence needed to move forward. Fear thrives on inaction. When we hesitate or avoid confronting what scares us, fear grows stronger. We overthink, imagining worst-case scenarios that may never happen, and the problem appears larger and more overwhelming than it actually is. This cycle of avoidance can create a prison, keeping us stuck in our comfort zones and away from the life we truly want. The only way to break this cycle is to act. Action disrupts the grip of fear by shifting our focus from what could go wrong to what we can do right now. When fear arises, it's often accompanied by uncertainty about outcomes, about our abilities, or about the future. The mind seeks clarity, and in the absence of action, it often fills the void with doubt. Action, however, provides clarity. It doesn't mean having all the answers or a perfect plan. It means taking the first step even when the path is unclear. Each step forward illuminates the next, building momentum and reducing the power of fear. Consider the example of learning to swim. The fear of drowning can be paralyzing for someone new to the water. No amount of thinking, planning, or preparing can replace the experience of stepping into the pool and taking that first stroke. The initial action, though uncomfortable, begins to replace fear with familiarity and skill. Over time, what once felt terrifying becomes second nature, all because of the willingness to act. Action doesn't need to be monumental to be effective. Small, consistent steps can have a profound impact on overcoming fear. If public speaking terrifies you, start by speaking in front of a trusted friend or practicing in front of a mirror. If fear of failure holds you back, set a small, achievable goal and take the first step toward it. Each small action builds confidence, creating a positive cycle where success reinforces your ability to take on greater challenges. Taking action also changes our emotional state. Fear often triggers a sense of helplessness or powerlessness, but action shifts us into a state of empowerment. When we act, we regain control over our circumstances. Even if the outcome isn't perfect, the very act of doing something proves to ourselves that we are capable of facing our fears. This shift in mindset is transformative, turning fear into fuel for growth. Another powerful aspect of action is its ability to challenge the stories we tell ourselves. Fear is often rooted in assumptions or beliefs that may not be true. For instance, we might fear rejection because we assume others will judge us harshly, or we fear failure because we believe it defines our worth. Taking action puts these assumptions to the test. More often than not, we discover that our fears are exaggerated or unfounded. Each step forward rewrites the narrative, replacing fear-driven beliefs with evidence of our resilience and capability. Action also reveals opportunities and solutions that would remain hidden in a state of inaction. When we act, we engage with the world and open ourselves to new possibilities. A job interview, a conversation, or a single bold decision can lead to unforeseen breakthroughs. Fear may try to convince us to wait for the perfect moment, but the truth is, there is no perfect moment. The act of moving forward creates the conditions for progress and success. It's important to recognize that action doesn't eliminate fear entirely, and that's okay. Fear often accompanies meaningful pursuits because it signals that something matters to us. The goal isn't to eradicate fear, but to learn how to move forward despite it. Action proves to ourselves that fear doesn't have to dictate our choices. Over time, repeated action builds courage, turning fear into a stepping stone rather than a stumbling block. Ultimately, action is a form of self-trust. It's a declaration that no matter the outcome, you are willing to try, learn, and grow. Each time you take a step toward your fears, you expand your comfort zone and discover strengths you didn't know you had. Action transforms fear into an opportunity for self-discovery and empowerment, proving that courage is not the absence of fear, but the willingness to act in its presence. In the end, fear is not an enemy to be defeated, but a challenge to be met. The next time fear arises, remember that it's not the fear itself that holds you back. It's inaction. By taking even the smallest step forward, you begin to dismantle fear's hold on you and build a foundation for confidence, growth, and success. Action is the antidote to fear, and it's within your power to take that first step. In life, fear is an inevitable companion on the journey toward growth and success. It whispers doubts, magnifies uncertainties, and tempts us to stand still in the face of challenges. But fear only holds power when we allow it to paralyze us. The antidote to fear is action. It is to taking bold, decisive steps, no matter how small, that we reclaim control, build confidence, and transform obstacles into opportunities. Action is not about perfection or guaranteed outcomes. It's about movement, progress, and courage. Every step forward Every risk taken and every lesson learned diminishes the grip of fear and strengthens the belief in your ability to rise above it. By choosing action over hesitation, you create momentum that propels you closer to your vision and reminds you of the strength within you. And as you move forward in life, remember that fear will always be present, but it doesn't have to define you. Let it be the spark that ignites your drive rather than the chain that holds you back. Trust in your ability to face the unknown, embrace challenges, and grow from every experience. Your dreams are waiting, and the life you envision is within reach. The only thing standing between you and your goals is the decision to act. So, step forward with courage, embrace the power of action, and let it guide you toward a life of purpose, fulfillment, and success. Fear may linger, but with each step you take, its voice will grow quieter until all that remains is your own, resounding with confidence and possibility.